Yo, what's up guys? Old School Dan here. And in this video, I will be discussing Arnold Schwarzenegger's first ever training routine. I will also tell you about who Reg Park is and why you should know about him. The thing is, Arnold Schwarzenegger stresses the importance of the basic exercises because those very exercises build you the mass and the density in your physique. Now, a lot of people ask me like, "Oh, how do you get your physique to look so dense?" Well, you see, when I first started training, I only did power movements. I did the power clean, hand clean, lunges, squat, front squat, bench press, standing barbell press, deadlifts. That is how I built my foundation. And Arnold stresses this a lot too. You need to build the foundation. And another guy who stresses this a lot is Leroy Colbert. The foundation is what gives you a better physique. Now, you see, there's a lot of the old school bodybuilders like I want to say Frank Zane, Franco Columbu, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. They used to all be powerlifters at one time. I'm pretty sure they were doing the clean and press or the squat, the bench press. You know, they were powerlifting, deadlifts too. They were powerlifting. They were competing, and I believe it is that very foundation of power exercises like the clean and press, the power clean, the deadlift, the squat, the bench is what really gives you that power look. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Franco Columbu, it's what gives you a strong foundation, and that allows you to build a better physique because you have more mass. You have more mass to start off with, and then you can start chiseling it down. So if the legendary bodybuilders like Arnold, Franco Columbu started to train with like these basic movements that really built their like amazing physique, why don't you follow in their footsteps? It's like taking advice from a millionaire. If he tells you, this is exactly what I did to become a millionaire, don't you think it's going to be twice as easy getting what you want if you just follow in his footsteps? So, anyways, I'm going to tell you a little bit about, I'm going to tell you, so, anyways, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Reg Park and why you should know about him. And then I'm going to give you the full training routine that Arnold first ever used. Reg Park is Arnold's idol. He wanted to be exactly like him. He followed exactly in his footsteps. He became a champion bodybuilder and then became a well-known actor. So, let me tell you a little bit about Reg Park. Reg Park is an athlete from the start. He dedicated his teenage years excelling in soccer. He had no interest in bodybuilding until age 16. Park met a muscle man named Dave Cohen. Upon learning that Cohen lifted weights at his friend's house, Reg Park joined in curiosity. Park's legendary physique would grow from barbells, dumbbells, and a simple chinning bar. Upon discharge from the military in 1948, he saw his very first physique contest. This was the inaugural NABBA Mr. Universe contest, in which John Grimmick edged out over Steve Reeves in a controversial fashion. It was this contest that inspired Reg Park to compete himself. After 1 year of hard training, Reg Park earned the title of Mr. Britain in 1949. He then subsequently spent 6 months in the United States. There, he met up with the famed publisher Joe Weider, who began to feature the Englishman prominently in his muscle magazines. The next year, Park was a runner-up to Steve Reeves in the 1950 NABBA Amateur Mr. Universe in London, also a close contest. After a second full year of training, Reg Park broke what had been an American monopoly on bodybuilding titles by winning the 1951 NABBA Amateur Mr. Universe. He cemented his superstar status by winning the 1958 and 1965 NABBA Pro Mr. Universe titles. Standing 6'1" and with a top weight of 250 pounds, Park was known for his muscular mass that was the forerunner to modern bodybuilding today. Park was also renowned for his strength, which he often demonstrated in contests and strongman exhibitions. It is on record that he was the first bodybuilder to bench press 500 pounds. So that was a little bit about Reg Park. Reg Park was Arnold's motivation, inspiration, and idol. Now, let us move on to the Arnold routine, the first ever routine that he used to build his dense, legendary physique. Let me remind you, this is not a beginner's routine. This can be used for any lifter, whether you're advanced, intermediate, or beginner. If you like Arnold and you want to train like Arnold, then you have to train like Arnold Schwarzenegger trained as a beginner. When Arnold first began training, he trained 3 days a week. So you'll train 3 days a week. When Arnold first began training, he followed a Reg Park routine. So you're going to follow a Reg Park routine. When Arnold first began training, he focused on big, heavy compound lifts. So you're going to focus on big, heavy compound lifts. This is how Arnold got his start on the road to being the best there ever was. And it's my hope that this could be your start as well. Let's take a look at some of the programs advocated by Reg Park, all of which Arnie would have used at some point. Try imagine Arnold at 15, 16, or 17, doing the same exact things that you'll be doing. Try to recreate that for yourself at the same excitement, determination, and raw power that Arnie did, and ultimately you will succeed. Here is a workout that he and Arnold used with great success. This is a workout that was provided by Kaya, or is it Kaya Park, Reg Park's grandson. So, this is a routine I used to use back in the day, back in 2015, a year after I graduated high school. I remember in 2014, it was like my mid-year in high school. I was going to the homecoming dance, and before we got drunk, I maxed out on bench. I did 225 with a 5 on each side. So I don't know how much that is. I'm not going to do the math. Don't call me stupid. I mean, I don't care about doing math right now. But anyways, that was my max. And then after, it was a year later where I started on this routine. I was doing like the one body part a day, and that was working okay. And then I switched to this routine, and my bench press rose up to 265. Yeah, 265, and I was still pretty young. I think I was 17 or 18 at the time, and I weighed about 145 or 150, 155 pounds. I don't remember. I had a relatively pretty low body weight. This is something I used with great success. This is something Arnold used with great success, and most likely this is something you will use with great success as well. Now, let me tell you exactly how to do this. So, let's take bench press for example. It says 5 by 5. So, before we start, keep in mind you never really want to work up all the way to your max bench. You kind of want to have like a running start, something kind of close to it. So, let's say we're going to work up to 150 pounds. The first set of 5 would be about 60% or 90 pounds. And the second set of 5 would be about 80% or 120 pounds. After that, you would get down to the grit, what Reg Park likes to call stabilizer sets. He would do 3 sets of 5 at 150 pounds. So it would end up looking like this. You would do 5 sets of 90 pounds, then do 5 sets of 120 pounds, then 5 sets of 150 pounds, and then you would do 2 more sets of that right there. Oh, and another thing, Reg Park liked to use about 3 to 5 minutes of rest in between sets. And the ABA, say workout A is on Monday, and then workout B is on Wednesday, and then workout A is on Friday. And that for the first week, you complete that routine right there. And second week, you start off with workout B, do all that, and then go to workout A, and then do workout B. And then after that week, you do workout A, and then workout B, and then workout A, and then etc., etc., etc. Now, there is a reason why there's no direct arm work other than the wrist work. Because, you see, the pull-ups work your biceps pretty good. And the bench press works your triceps a lot as well. Also, again, with the rows and the deadlifts and the standing press, I mean, that all works the other muscles. That's why compounds are so good, because they hit every muscle at one time. I believe the wrist work and the calf work is like a set weight. You do 2 sets of 10 reps. I'd maybe be doing like 5 pounds on each side, bang that out for like 10 reps, 2 sets. And then calves, I might be using like 180 pounds, maybe 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps. So I basically gave you all the tools you need to complete this routine. Now, if you found this video helpful or you think it's pretty cool, please like and subscribe. Share this video with someone who needs to see this, like that they need to build a foundation, how important it is that Reg Park, it's something that Arnold and Reg Park, they stressed a lot. And Leroy Colbert as well, he stresses it a lot. Building a solid foundation off the basic exercises that will take your physique to the next level. So yeah, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for watching. This is Old School Dan checking out. Peace.